Thea Realty and Finance is a one-stop shop. We do it all from loan, real estate, property management, credit fix, and credit rescore, and so much more. If you're looking to buy or sell real estate, including homes, businesses, or commercial real estate, Johnson Hormoz can guide you through the process. If you're looking for a loan, including purchase loan, refinance, FHA, VA, investment, DSCR, hard money, W-2 only, bank statement, stated income, reverse mortgage, and so many other loan programs, give Johnson Hormoz a call. With over 17 years of experience and several hundreds of successful transactions, he can guide you through the process. If you have no credit, bad credit, bankruptcy, foreclosure on your credit report, let Johnson Hormoz help you to get your loan.
Let me coach you to success. Your success is my goal.
DRE number 017-68924. NMLS number 264726.
درنش لام البنيوم تيمو غبه خورزخي توديو بياي شارخلا إن من قبل شارخلا خورزن بياي خكمة بقار بقرتهم واني زي بخلون خارطة تعزخن من دو أرخم مغبة قتيلة تعبيلان خا همزمتا كريتا بقارت قد بقرتهم وأيلا قد أدي يختن اتلوخن خبيتها خا قومت قومت لا خا مية خيشنا يا خا من دي قومت لا خا دمج صورته بيت لا قبيتها أي وقت بيعيتون إنشورنس وخن تانيتون لا يلا تانيتون لا إن بخشاوتون أي دمج خدسلا بوس بالا يانو خنوديتون لا چون دان تتقى إنشورنس مارتون إنشورنس أخون بزيادة لا eventually قار بقم شاشن بزيادة لا خارطة دا أيدر يو ريكوردد هو بيتا وارلا خارطة بيلو خون زبنيتون لأخينا ناشت قد بيال بيتو خون زاون problem وايو لإنشورنس قلتا وهرت قد زيانة ورزيانة لا بس إن دامج إلى خدسة بوش سبايلا يانو خنوديتون لإنشورنسين والاديتون لإنا إن رابا جورت دامج خزي لبيتها obviously كم سيتون قا insurance تاني توناني بتاعتي زرزيلة خابو قارا خيتا قد بقرتهم وبعث دايلا قد سولر ماتيتون البيتو خون سولر رابا سبايلاد رابا دا ناشي متوينا إن إنجو خادانا كريتا تناخن قا خاشيتا تريشن تلاشن نخين خمشاشن نخين بيايتون اختون بيتوخن زبنيتون له إن أسولر ليس وعدوتون أختون ماري شبتو يقدو زونان قد أبيت بيالا منوخن زاونه چون أي payment يسولر داير خجبين أيو payment توخن بودايا انبيايتون سولر ماتيتون بوش سبايلا قد زونيتون لسولر payment لاويلا valued بيتوخن مزيودو لا إن انبيايتون ليسوديتون له انجو شورت ترم بايتون بيتوخن زبنيتون بوش بايل اشرو لاديتون له چون بيتايل ماريشا وايلا قدو ناشخينا و eventually ماريشا بتوي قديوخن چون من دين ناش قد بياينا بيتوخن زوني له و كومبيت دو دي غزونت دا بيتا اني ناش بت بصري خابو قارا خيتا قد بقرتون و ايلا قد خابيتا اتلوخن عدد تناخن سوري لي يا خدزة عتيق لي بوش بايلا ابيتا اختون تلخيتون لي يا جرفسيتون لي كيوت خمنه بنفيت ديانو اتلا انتانيتون اختون اتون ابيتا ريمودل وديتون لي و جرفسيتون لي خب خم مقدار زيزو خرجيتون اینا property tax خون را بالا سیقه based على دومندید قطعی آوتون خد سبت یسقه اینا این تلخیتون all the way ابتم تازه زرزیتون له خب property tax خون اختون زیده بنفیتون مویلا بنفیتو ایلا قد ادام بیلو خون بیت زبنیتون له خناها هنا ایلا خب بیت خاطه یا بیت لوتریشن تلاشن ایله یعنی مدیدان قمت ویله دیتو شخلوب لقد دیت خطه او طیمو خد سبوش رابا وایله ان گرموید آل امسیتون اختون یخم مسیت متیتون لون و دقلیتون لون خزیتون امن بوش قدیو خون بنفیت بیاوه اینا عادیه بیای خازق al پیشانت خورز دودیان قد من دا ارخ موقبه اتلن خسری بقار قد بت بقرخلون. Hi Jeff, welcome back.
Oh, thank you very much for having me back. It's a pleasure to be here again. Thank you.
Thank you for coming. You know, I have one question for you today. And
One question.
Yeah, one question.
It must be a good one.
Yes, and involves everyone.
Okay.
Whoever wants to buy a house, they thinking about it, or they want to get information about it. If you want to buy a house, you need a down payment. Everyone needs it. And some people, they don't have that money, but they have a good income, they have good credit, and they want to buy a house. And today, my question is, give us some update on, down payment assistance programs that are around. I know they're changing very fast. Sometimes they're changing in a few days. But, whatever it's now on the market, give us some, highlights.
Okay, so down payment assistance. This is a really good question. So down payment assistance programs are exactly designed for what you're talking about. People that have income, that have credit, that have a desire to buy a home, yet don't have the money for the down payment. So these down payment assistance programs range anywhere from up to 3% of giving you up to 3% for the down payment, all the way up to 30% of the purchase price for down payment. So there's a wide variety of ranges. A lot of them are specific to counties, specific to cities, and there are some that are statewide that are not particular to counties. So one of the most popular one is a program called CalHFA, California Housing Finance Authority. That is designed for and most of these down payment assistance programs are designed for first-time home buyers. And a first-time home buyer is somebody who has not had ownership in a property in the past 3 years. So when you take CalHFA, for instance, you're going to take whatever your purchase price is, and you're going to split it up into either a conventional or an FHA loan. With the conventional, they'll give you up to 3% of the purchase price for the down payment. FHA, they give you 3.5%. Now, this is not money that's just granted to you. What it is it is a second mortgage on the house. It's got deferred interest at 1%, and there is no payment. So you don't have to actually pay that off until you either sell the home, refinance the home, or in CalHFA's instance, when you move out, they would like you to pay off just that second junior lien. That way they can take the money and recycle it back into the program. On the other end of the spectrum, you have a program that is specific to Santa Clara County or Silicon Valley. And that's called the Silicon Valley Empowerment Trust Program. And that will actually give you a down payment assistance up to 30% of the purchase price. Now, what's unique about this program is the second doesn't accrue interest and it doesn't have payment. It has what's called an equity share portion of it, or an appreciation share portion of it. So when you go to refinance the property or to sell the property, that's where you're going to take some of that appreciation in the property and pay it back to the housing trust. Now, when you think about a program like that, you can't think of it as, oh, this is a down payment assistance, they're just trying to take my equity. No, what they are is they are a partner in the house for you. They're putting up the down payment for you, so they're taking on that risk. So in return for that risk, they're going to get a portion of that appreciation. Are they going to take it all? No, of course not. But that is how the program earns money to put money back into the program to help another homeowner.
Whatever percent they put down, they will get that much appreciation.
Right. So, and again, all these programs are a little different. And I'll just tell you about the last one that expired. So the last one that expired through the California Housing Finance Authority would give up to 20% of the down payment. And it didn't have any payments. It didn't have any type of payments or interest. It was a shared appreciation portion. So if your portion, so if you took if you use 20% of the purchase price for that down payment, they would charge you 20% of the shared appreciation. If it was a case where you had a 15% second, you would have shared 15% of that appreciation with them. So these programs are all over the board. There's different requirements, there's different things for them, but really, what are they designed? They're designed to help you get that down payment in so that you can buy that house with little to no money down.
Okay. But the good part on this, down payment is, there is no payment for the second, right?
That is correct. So that allows you to, if you can find a program that will give you up to 20% of the purchase price for shared appreciation, that's going to allow you to buy up and probably buy a little more than you're comfortable with today. However, 5 years down the road, as housing prices have continued to gone up along with wages, you can actually refinance that property, pay off that shared appreciation, and the fact that we expect rates to come down, could your payment go up? Absolutely, it could go up. Could it be the same? It could be. Could it go down? Probably not, because you're increasing the loan amount, the mortgage amount that you're going to have. But it's still an opportunity for you to get in with very little to no money down and allow you to be comfortable. Now, one thing about these down payment assistance programs is they have limitations on your debt ratio, which is total debt divided by your total income. And what that prevents you from doing is actually buying more house than you can actually afford. If you go to, you could have a realtor or anybody, I'm not going to use realtor, but you can have somebody in the profession that really just cares about making a commission and is going to try to get you into the biggest thing that they can get you into and qualify for. However, that might not be comfortable for you, right? Just because you can qualify for a 55 debt ratio doesn't mean that's going to be comfortable for your budget. So one thing about these down payment assistance programs is they're going to keep you in line for what is affordable versus what is a stretch for your budget.
Okay. And as you mentioned, most of these programs are like a county-based or city-based. Some they're like state-based.
That is correct.
And like, for example, in Santa Clara County, what kind of down payment assistance program we have right now?
Right. So one that I just brought up was the Silicon Valley Housing Trust. That's probably the most popular one. It gives you the largest percentage of down payment assistance in the form of that second mortgage with that shared appreciation. But one thing is that they're going to limit you to, I don't know what I'm just going to say, I think it's like a 30% front end ratio. It might be 29, whatever it is. But they make sure that whatever you're getting into, that you can afford comfortably. So when you go to pay them off, you're going to be able to afford that as well. So one thing that's unique about that program is they will give you up to 30% of the purchase price. There is a dollar limit for it, but that particular program also requires you to bring in 3%. Now, if you're looking to buy here in Santa Clara County, where housing prices are generally above conforming and even high balance limits, bringing in 3% versus having to bring in 10 or 20% is a big difference, and is really going to make a difference between you being able to buy that house and you not being able to buy that house.
And one thing I know about, like, most of this down payment assistance program, a lot of them, I think most of them, they require some sort of classes they need to take, right, the borrower?
Yeah, so it's called a first-time homebuyer course, right? And it can be done in person, it can be done online, or you can do it with a phone call. But what they do is they really discuss with you buying a home, what it means to be buying a home, and, you know, all the pros of it and what are the cons of it. Well, really the only con is if that you don't make your payment, you can lose your house and everything you put into it. But that's not what we're here to talk about. That's going to be a very extreme situation. But what they do is they really talk to you about being a homeowner, what it means to be a homeowner, and what you need to do financially to be a responsible homeowner.
Okay, basically they educating them, they're teaching them
That is correct.
How to be a successful homeowner.
That is correct. How to be able to budget yourself, how to be able to make the payments, and how to be comfortable with your decision. I mean, face it, we have all, you know, bought cars or bought something online that we kind of regret later, right? So one thing is that buying a home is going to be one of the biggest, if not the biggest financial decision you ever make. And they want to be sure that when you make that you're making a very well-educated decision. Now, do I think being a homeowner is advantageous to being a renter? Absolutely I do, right? You're building wealth for yourself, not for somebody else. If you want to put a picture up on the wall and want to grab a hammer and a nail, you can do that because it's your home. Boy, if you're renting, boy, I bet your landlord's going to have a big issue of you putting a bunch of holes in the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? So it's really being able to do what you want with the home as long as it doesn't violate any city ordinances or disturbs your neighbors or cause any ruckus. But, you know, that's an extreme thing. But, you know, when you own it, you can paint it the color you want. You can put in the carpet you want. Or if you decide you don't want carpet, you can put in the wood flooring you want or the laminate. You can, you know, paint the rooms different color. You can have them all one color. You can do whatever you want with the backyard, with the front yard. You know, being a homeowner, in my opinion, has many, many advantages to being a renter. Number one, it's your home, it's your asset, you're building your wealth for your future.
Yeah, so, you know, when when you're retired, you know, hopefully there's no payment, you know, it's been paid off.
That is correct.
You can retire more comfortably.
That is correct.
You know, that's
and
the whole idea.
And if you decide that the house is way more than you feel that you can maintain anymore, you could always sell that home, downsize to something smaller, whether you go into a townhouse that takes care of all the yard work and the exterior maintenance, or if you decide to move into, you know, assisted living or whatever, it's going to build that wealth so that when you retire, if you decide to keep the home and live in it, awesome. You don't have rent. You do have to pay taxes and insurance. But face it, you buy today, whatever your taxes are, 30 years from now, they're going to be nothing, right? As the time value of money and inflation goes up, they're going to be minimal. My mother and father bought their house in 1970, right? And boy, they were scared. That was a lot of money in the property taxes. Oh, I wish I had their property taxes, you know, because with Proposition 13, they've gone up a little bit, but they're still based on what they paid for it.
It's a big difference.
That's a huge difference,
yes.
Right? And if you're fortunate enough to pay that house off, you're not going to be dealing with having to pay a mortgage or paying a rent or, you know, or there's even the thing which we could talk about on another show, a reverse mortgage,
Yeah,
right? Which allows you to take that asset that you've built your whole life and created all this wealth. It allows you to use that in your senior years for you to be able to live on.
Oh,
Right.
awesome.
But that's a whole nother story.
I know.
That's a whole nother story.
Yeah, reverse mortgage is
Yes.
a whole other story.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming here.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for inviting me. I really hope that I've been able to instill some wisdom on your audience and allows them to, make better decisions when it comes to should I buy, should I not. And again, I'm always a proponent of absolutely buy. Build your own wealth versus somebody else's.
I'm sure they're going to have a lot of questions. We'll discuss the question later. But thank you so much for coming, and we'll see you soon.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
عویتون بسیم بنومتی موقع به خورزت اودیو پرقلا نویت لوخون خبو قارا کمسیتون ایمیل مخیتون لی تکس مخیتون لی یا زیگه مخیتون لی ان بایتون آپدیت اندن پروگرامت قد اخدام پیمنتینه کمسیتون ازیتون آل فیسبوکی یا اینستاگرامی تا من خسری آپدیت متوین چون این پروگرام را با زلدی شخلوپنه تا کمسیتون تا ما گشقیتون عویتون بسیمه.
Bethia Realty and Finance is a one-stop shop. We do it all from loan, real estate, property management, credit fix, and credit rescore, and so much more. If you're looking to buy or sell real estate, including homes, businesses, or commercial real estate, Johnson Hormoz can guide you through the process. If you're looking for a loan, including purchase loan, refinance, FHA, VA, investment, DSCR, hard money, W-2 only, bank statement, stated income, reverse mortgage, and so many other loan programs, give Johnson Hormoz a call. With over 17 years of experience and several hundreds of successful transactions, he can guide you through the process. If you have no credit, bad credit, bankruptcy, foreclosure on your credit report, let Johnson Hormoz help you to get your loan.
Let me coach you to success. Your success is my goal.
DRE number 017-68924. NMLS number 264726.